The Love Bug, Herbie's special friend. Each morning when Herbie took Bill Botts to work, the Love Bug greeted his friends with a cheery beep. There were cars and trucks of every size, buses, cabs, ice cream wagons, hot dog carts, bulldozers, and steam shovels. Herbie liked them all. It was nice to have so many friends. One afternoon, when Bill and Herbie came home, a pretty new neighbor had moved in next door. "Well," Bill exclaimed, "I'd like to meet her some day." Herbie flapped his doors, which meant that he thought it was a fine idea. But he wasn't looking at the young lady. He was looking at her yellow Volkswagen parked at the curb. He honked and winked his lights at the little car. The young lady thought that Bill was honking at her. She hurried into her house and shut her door. "Did you have to do that, Herbie?" Bill groaned. "Now I'll never get to meet her." All evening Bill thought about his new neighbor and wondered if she was very angry. He promised himself that the next day he would find her and tell her he was sorry for the way Herbie had behaved. On the way to the work the next morning, Bill stopped beside the young lady at a red light. When Herbie saw her car, his hood popped up and his engine raced. Embarrassed, Bill blushed until he was red as a stoplight itself. After that, Herbie couldn't think of anything but the yellow Volkswagen. He even forgot to watch where he was going. "Herbie!" Bill shouted on the way to work. "You're going the wrong way!" "Herbie!" he screamed on the way home. "Watch out for that steamroller!" A week passed and Herbie acted worse each day. That one evening, Bill discovered the young lady sitting sadly on her front step. "You look upset," he said. "My name is Bill Botts. Can I help?" "I'm Ann Peterson," she answered, "and I am upset. Someone has stolen my car." "Oh, how terrible!" Bill cried. "We'd better report this right away." Herbie opened a door for Miss Peterson, and away they rushed down the busy street. When they reached the police station, Bill and the young lady jumped out and dashed up the steps. Herbie tried to wait, but he just couldn't. His little yellow friend, wherever she was, needed help, and he had to find her. With a roar, he zoomed off to search. Up one street and down the next he flew. The city was full of Volkswagens, new ones, old ones, shiny ones, dull ones, thousands of them. But he didn't see that very special yellow one. Herbie zipped through parking lots and whizzed down back streets. He flashed his lights into garages. There wasn't a trace of his friend. Soon Bill Botts and Ann Peterson came out of the police station. "Look!" she cried. "Herbie's gone!" "Oh, no!" Bill moaned. "Now we have two missing cars to look for." Herbie sped across the city. Time was slipping by. Somehow he had to find the little yellow car. Then at last he spotted her. She was going fast and heading the other way. Herbie spun around and streaked after his little friend. The chase was on. The yellow car darted around a corner. Herbie took a shortcut through a department store. The yellow car dodged down an alley. Herbie raced across the tops of backyard fences on two wheels. Faster and faster the two cars flew. Now Herbie began beeping at his friends as he flashed by, and they all joined the chase. The thief suddenly found his way blocked by dozens of trucks, all with their lights flashing. He turned left and met a wall of taxis. He turned right and ran into a traffic jam of cars. Behind him rolled a sea of honking buses. The thief was trapped. Herbie's friends opened a path, and Herbie zipped through, just as the man leaped out of the yellow car and tried to run away. The love bug snapped his hood and caught the man by the seat of his pants. He was still holding him when a police car arrived with its siren wailing. Out jumped two policemen with Bill Botts and Ann Peterson. "Herbie!" Bill shouted. "You're all right!" "And he's rescued my car!" Ann Peterson cried. "How can I ever thank you both?" "I don't know," Bill said with a grin, "but how about a picnic while we talk about it?" That evening Bill and Ann sat quietly on a blanket and watched the sunset across the ocean. Meanwhile Herbie frolicked up and down the sandy beach, splashing through the waves. "Herbie's certainly happy tonight," Ann said. "I'm glad. I'm very proud of him." "So am I," said Bill, and he winked at the little yellow Volkswagen, who looked as if she was very proud of Herbie, too. The end.